my name is Amber Sage. Today I am going to be doing a fairly simple makeup look with a little bit of a twist. I'm going to be trying a few new things today and, just kind of going along with the flow. So it's always important to start with a fresh base. I already did my moisturizer, eye cream, primer, and concealer. I have a breakout going on right now because of stress. If you ever get breakouts in this area, it's hormone related. I can make another video on that. So I'm going to start off by going in with brows. I never really know what I'm doing with the shape of my brows until I get there. And sometimes it doesn't turn out good. And that's why we practice. I'm literally always experimenting with things. I have this whole bag full of eyebrow products that, some days I gravitate towards something else. You can be like one thing one day, and then the next day be like, I want to do, I want to feel glamorous, and then the next day be like, I want to feel like a bog witch. And that's your prerogative, and there's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. And I literally do this differently every time. It depends on so many factors. What do my eyebrows look like under the makeup that day? What do my, what kind of makeup am I going to be wearing around my eyebrows? I put the NARS Paint Pot Concealer. It's kind of similar to the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm going to be going into the Descendant palette from Lunatick Cosmetics. I'm going into Warm Bones with a fluffy brush, and I'm using that to begin to add some depth to the crease. And taking this brush, the Morphe M504, I'm going to go back in with Open Sesame. Going back into Warm Bones, circular motions, buffing it out. I'm going back into Open Sesame, patting the dimension back in with that. I'm going back in to this brush, buffing it out. So now I'm going in with Mud Chalice. It's more of a red toned brown. And I'm going to go into Sacred Space. I'm just going right, above the crease, because I want to lift the eye a teeny bit. With everything going on, it's really important to, keep anything, even if it's not something that makes you money, to keep it and, cultivate that aspect of self-worth and, if nothing else, makeup for me is a form of meditation. Just like painting. If you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about. When you're painting, that's literally like a form of meditation. So now that we've built a little bit of depth up, I'm going back into my fluffy brush. And I'm just buffing. And I know I have like some up here, don't worry about that, I'm gonna clean that up. Yeah, it's important to, you know, even if something is like, I don't know, like when I was growing up, like people always said to me, you know, that's great, you can do art, but it's not gonna make you money. But in a way, being an artist has led me to the career I have now. I'm going into Hollowed Brown. It's a very dark shade. And going back in and diffusing. So taking a flat brush and concealer, I am laying down some blank space. Taking a clean brush, clean fluffy-ish brush, I'm going to pat around that on the outer corner. I'm going to go into this caramel shade, just pat it. Now I'm going to go in with even more copper of a shade, getting closer to the outer perimeter, and then a bronze shade. Even, we're like inching closer to the outer corner of the eye. And going back with dark brown, just hitting the outer corner, tapping it in, and then I'm going to take just a tiny bit of a lighter shade of gold. It's just right here. Barely makes a difference, but to me I like it. Put that, and then another. So I am using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. This is an all-time favorite of mine. I'm mixing a little bit of my Cover FX Power Clay foundation. I'm so mad that Cover FX is bankrupt. Like, why would you do that to me? I finally found a brand that I liked more than Bare Minerals, and I'm pissed. I mix this into every foundation I have. My Hydro Boost Moisturizer. It's exclusive to Blue Mercury. This is my Tarte. It's a brush from Tarte. I don't know what it is, but I like this is my favorite every day because it has a spatula on the end I can use to mix up my concoction of foundation. And then just pop it on. You know. Should I use a beauty blender? Okay. Oh fuck. Mm-mm. If you have acne prone skin, don't do this. This is a fresh one. I literally just bought it, so that's why I'm doing it. I don't care if you wash them. They are porous. And you know what porous things do? Belong to bacteria. Now I'm taking the Illamasqua cream pigment in Hollow. And I'm taking that down my nose. And if you have pale skin, this is for you. If you don't have pale skin, you don't even need this. But there's definitely like better options out there, you know, for like people who aren't pasty white. But for me, for my nose contour, because I don't like to look like too red or too orangey, for me this works because it's good. They have a lot of good stuff. I have to brush this out. It's literally, it's killing me to see this on my face. Better, but not best. Oh no. It's fine. I'm just playing around with makeup. Like, who really cares? Okay. Face contour. This is a really expensive Trish McEvoy brush. You don't need this. I need it. I'm gonna show you why. This is my favorite cream contour. I didn't always use cream contour back in the day. I have very sensitive skin, so it's really, really hard for me to find products that I can use that will not make my face freak the heck out. I like to dot it in a little bit with this. Circular motions, I'm not a fan, because I need so much coverage because of my acne, and if you do circular motions, it disrupts it, in my opinion at least. People are allowed to have different opinions on things, it's like a thing. I'm gonna dot a little bit over it, under here. I'm going in with the Becca highlight. Getting literally the tiniest amount of Shape Tape. Literally, that's enough. That is all you need. And then the conceal. This is a perfect dupe. I use this because I like the coverage of the Tarte, but I also like the coverage of the ColourPop. And together, they are the formula that I wish existed. I don't really keep up with makeup drama. I just could not give less of a shit about it. So now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going in on the under eye with that. I sometimes like to use like one brush. Like, I know these aren't made for it, but it's what I'm doing. And you can't tell me otherwise. Everyday contour, I use Burt's Bees because it's really hard for me to find contour. I would use my Lunatick Cosmetics palette, but I'm lazy and it's in my drawer full of getting glam makeup. So this is one of the lightest bronzers that is on the market. It's really not. It's actually foundation. I don't know what I'm saying. But I use that to warm up my face. For my nose, I use an eyeshadow brush, if I can find it. I found it. And I think it's an eyeshadow that I'm using right now. I go in with an eyeshadow brush on the edges. I used to be so much better at contouring. But that's okay. I'm getting back into the groove. And if you're not in the groove, don't feel bad. No groove shame. No shaming for non-groovy. Taking this brush and my Bare Minerals bronzer thing. Is it even a bronzer? Who knows? Like the way this makes my cheekbones look. Take it on the underneath. Putting on blush and things on my face. If you can't tell, I'm beginning to lose it. Face is mostly done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into the lovely Descendant palette. Go into Dirt Nap on the lower lash line. Take Dirt Nap almost all the way up. The goal is I want to look like I'm tired, but on purpose, if that makes sense. So going into Mud Chalice, the reddish shade. This, you could use this for eyebrows. I'm just saying. I've never tried it, but maybe I will. At some point, I'll be like, put that on my eyebrows. Hell, let's do it right now. What could I go in? Open Sesame? Is that too red? Might be a little bit. Just at the very front of the brows. Kinda like it. Make really weird faces at myself after I finish doing my makeup. I don't even know why. And then for my lower lashes, I use this tiny tube. It's got tiny bristles. Yes. Look like I got some rest. I don't know how to do eyeliner. I've been doing it since I was 8 years old. I do it different every time I do it. I like these because sometimes I don't have to trim them.
cold ravioli.
You like the ravioli?
It's cold.
You're eating the cold ravioli? You're silly. I'm going back in with my Marc Jacobs mascara and blending the false lashes with my real ones. So here's the finished look. Thank you for watching. Wash your hands and social distance. Bye.